Here we go.
You know, look at the stars, ex-fighters, ex-champions ringside. You've got future opponents, past opponents. That's what these fights do. That's what these venues do.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. It's all offense all the time. You don't want to trade shots. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just misses with that big right hand. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes.
There's
we just saw
round two. So they don't get
well,
complacent.
there's no doubt about who won that last round.
If they keep
Let's
this
see
same
what he has for us here in the next one. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Do you believe this? A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Good counter punching. Good punch. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. That one lands. Nice offensive display landing that left counter. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
No power in those punches. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. And this with that jab.
Ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
And he misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Great counter right hand there. That'll be... There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. Best rounds I've seen this year. Which fighter will say no mas? They score again with the left hand. Good counter right hand again. When you talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Left counter scores. He misses with that jab. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars, but can he stay on his feet? And now they're right back into the fray. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That was open. Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
They exchange punches. Quick punch scores. Exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. rest for the weary. He misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars, but can he stay on his feet?
Oh!
And around. Let's start the 6th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Good left counter that lands. Got out of the way of that right hook. Lands with the right counter. Left punch. That left counter. And that big shot just rattled his cage. Ben has no idea where he is. Down goes Ben. Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Oh, what a shot! Ben in some So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. Round 7, here we go. Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Nice counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. What a punch. Perfect counter lands. These two were made for each other. And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Left counter punch will score. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over. Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We hear that very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering, and we enter the ninth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Counter left hand there. He just misses with that jab. That punch lands. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Been a very competitive round between these two. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We've made it to round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. It's all offense, all the time. Counter right. There's a scoring blow. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next. That's start 11. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Punch, counter punch. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin or pickpocketing.
So that left lands. Think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Not a lot of defense here at all. Beautiful counter shot. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round on to the 12th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Oh, what a shot! Ben in some serious trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him rattled like this before. That was the moment. Nice counter punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And this is with the jab. Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Another scoring shot there. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He fails to score with that left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a counter left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Punch, counter punch. Big right hand just misses. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intense.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Swing and a miss with that jab. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. That counter shot lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. The jab doesn't quite connect. What a punch. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Perfect counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Only catching air with that hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. A game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Tried to score with a jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Counter punching. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.